right, now to a Kelly File exclusive. Last year, coach and practicing Christian Joe Kennedy set off a national debate about religious rights when he was fired from the Bremerton School District for engaging in a prayer of thanks at the conclusion of his high school football games. Well, now, Mr. Kennedy is taking legal action against the Washington State School in hopes of getting back on the sidelines. Joe Kennedy joins me right now along with his attorney, Michael Berry of the First Liberty Institute. Welcome to you both. Good to have you here, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So, Joe, explain to the viewers, why'd they fire you?
It really came down to me having to choose between my faith and, doing what is against really my faith. It's amazing that it's come to this, that they fired me for just giving thanks.
So you basically just were going and saying a prayer at the end of a game, and they said you can't do it?
Yes.
Look, this wasn't something that you were asking students to get involved in. It was just something that you were doing on your own?
Right. I've been doing it since 2008, where it started out just myself, and a couple kids wanted to join, and it's a free country, so I couldn't tell them yes or no. They could do what they want.
It looks like the school did allow, and I'll ask your attorney this, Michael, it looks like the school did allow somebody else to pray, someone who was Buddhist. An assistant coach was allowed to pray, but your client wasn't?
That's right. You know, they singled out Coach Kennedy for some reason, and they told him, they said, look, you can talk to other coaches, you can talk to players, you can talk to the fans, but if you talk to God, you're going to be fired. And that's just not right in this country. Michael,
I mean, don't schools like this, places that people work in, companies, have some responsibility to accommodate someone's religion? I come from a business background, and we recently did a story on the Fox Business Network about Cargill, which is a meat processing plant, and they had employees there that were Muslim that needed and wanted to pray 5 times a day. And so they had to make accommodations for these employees because you couldn't inhibit them from expressing themselves religiously. Is there some kind of application that should have been applied as well to the school system there in Washington?
That's exactly right. I sure hope that Bremerton School District was paying attention to the Cargill case, because in Coach Kennedy's case, we asked for that accommodation, for him to be able to give a brief personal prayer at the end of the game, and the school district said no. So they've put him in an untenable position where he has to choose between his job and his faith. That violates the Constitution, and it violates federal law.
Yeah, you know, Joe, I don't know why they did this to you. What do you think?
I really don't know. I think, once their lawyer got involved, things kind of went south, and this is where we're at today because of it. There's been a lot of concern about the political correctness police out there. You're a Christian who is trying to pray. A Buddhist was allowed to pray. You're not allowed to pray. Do you have any suspicion that it was people being overly politically correct, not wanting you to pray because you were Christian? Well, I definitely know that we have so much diversity, on our team and within our coaching staff, and being America, we are taught to embrace it, not, try to hide it or be ashamed of it. So I don't know why me.
Joe, you're suing to get your job back?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, my job and to have the freedom that everybody else in America is supposed to have.
You really want to go back to work at that school after everything that's happened?
Oh, absolutely. The kids there are incredible, and that's the whole reason, is because of those young men.
Wow. Well, we wish you lots of luck. Joe and Michael, thank you so much. Good to have you guys here tonight. We'll be right back.
Thank you.